It may look like Comiskey Park is under attack tomorrow. An Air National Guard F-16 will swoop over the stadium just before the game, and some elite warriors will drop into center field by parachute. Today we went along as they practice for the big entrance. Most of us have seen more nervous-looking people aboard the bus, yet this guy's relaxing aboard a C-130 minutes before jumping out at 5,000 feet. It's not that he and his pals couldn't get tickets to tomorrow's Sox game. This is how they always arrive at stadiums. They are part of the Air Force Stars, the service's parachute demonstration team.
What we usually do is right about here is turn, face back to the aircraft. That puts you right in the slipstream.
The name STARS comes not from their show-stopping aerial feats, but rather is an acronym for their deadly serious full-time jobs, Special Tactics and Rescue Specialists. In short, they're members of the elite Special Forces community who drop into hostile territory to rescue downed pilots or secure airfields. Many of them are veterans of major conflicts like Panama, Somalia, and the Gulf War.
To help others who are in dangerous situations, pull them out and be able to see them reunited with their families is extremely rewarding.
For today's practice drop, the team assembled aboard an Illinois National Guard C-130 at Meigs Field. We spiraled up over the lake to 5,000 feet. There, the rear ramp was lowered, the team getting its first eyeball of Comiskey. Up front, pilots maneuvered for the best drop point.
5 degrees left, another 5 degrees left.
We have ways of calculating a CARP, which is a computed air release point, and based on the altitude and the winds.
Besides the fact that no one's shooting at them on the ground, the team members say there's a big difference between what they're doing today and what they do in real missions.
We call this a Hollywood jump today. We're jumping with nothing but a parachute, and it's kind of a dream come true. But when you're jumping out with weapons on, a rucksack, a medical kit, and maybe 120 pounds of equipment on top of you, it's just a pleasure to get out of the airplane.
And finally, they had their chance, one by one, calmly stepping out into thin air. Happy landings? You bet.
It's a beautiful spot. Couldn't be prettier.
The members of the STARS team are also active Special Force members, meaning they are still on call to be deployed anywhere in the world at a moment's notice in a time of crisis. Now, I happen to be taking some home video on the flight today, strictly for my own kicks, but I managed to capture what I thought was one of the most impressive feats of the day. Take a look at cameraman Dino Pillizzi, helmeted, and they've got him strapped in, and he walks right to the edge of the ramp there to get these shots. Those shots you saw looking down on Comiskey Park, that was Dino working his way to the very, very end of the ramp, and I was in awe because I was strapped in somewhere in the middle of the plane and crawling deeply into my seat. So
and we've all asked you whether you wanted to jump or not.
No way. As long as all 4 of those engines are spinning, I'm not jumping. I didn't even jump off the ladder on the way down.
Did Dino have a parachute in that camera?
No, just a rope.
He did a great job.
Glad that hook held. Well, coming up in sports, ladies and gentlemen, a coach gets 10.
Lester apparently also took some home video while he was working on the story. He managed to capture one of the most impressive feats of the day. Cameraman Dino Pillizzi, helmeted and strapped to a tether, walking right to the edge of the ramp to get pictures for the story.
Okay, let's look at him. Okay, Dino. Do your
This
thing,
is up in the
Dino.
plane. There he is.
He's walking
Dino,
right over to the
father
edge.
of 2. No, 1. Father of 1.
He's going to go right to the very edge.
Dino.
Easy, Dino. Easy,
But now
Dino.
you have to understand that camera, folks, is heavy. That is, he's coming back. Oh, he's going back. Okay. He's tethered. He's standing at the edge.
Look at that. Look
Dino.
At that. Now notice that Lester with
standing
his
back.
camera was standing a lot further away. Look at that picture. Can you believe that?
Oh, man.
Look at the shot of the city.
One little tether. The city looks fabulous, and Dino is
Got to see this. Come out of the
remarkable
bathroom and
for
take a
trying
look at this. Look at these pictures.
But can you imagine with that whole thing open, though, what the force of the wind must be on you? I mean, Dino's pretty brave. We were covering something once in Guatemala, and we climbed up to the top of a ruin, and we were really, really high. And he was hanging over the edge shooting there, but it wasn't moving. I mean, we were on a big piece of stone.
Those are pretty pictures that Dino got. Actually, that Lester got.
Yeah.
But Dino's pictures must have been pretty spectacular as well.
But what do you bet this time Dino asked Lester if he can have a dub of the tape?
Yeah, right, exactly. First time a photographer asked a reporter for the tape. 5:49 our time. Risky business in the